Now this is a famous or infamous beast of a car, the Audi RS6 Avant in Sepang Blue. Beautiful car, notorious for being absolute machines that can pretty much outrun anything. They're four-wheel drive, over 500 horsepower. These are proper sought after machines. This one is a 2017, just shy of 20,000 miles. It's in a much sought after colour, the Audi Sepang Blue. It's a lovely metallic sort of pearlescent blue, and it's a really nice spec, this particular car. Not only is it low mileage, but it's got the air suspension, so the car, as you can see now, is currently lowered on the air suspension. You can also raise it, so that's a really nice option. It's got the much sought after panoramic glass sliding sunroof, which is a bit of a must have on these cars. I always try to buy one without that's got that, because without them they're much harder for people to want to buy them. You've got the matrix or full LED headlights. You can see there the sensors in the front bumper. That's because this car's got adaptive cruise control, the same on this side. Just pop that back there. You can see there the Quattro in the grille. Gloss black wing mirror covers, black window surrounds, privacy glass, satin black roof rails or grey roof rails. It's got the gloss black styling package, as you may have already noticed, so everything's finished in black, such as the rear diffuser here, round the windows and the wing mirrors, etc., also on the front bumper. So that's a nice option to have. I've listed all the options on the add-on below. If you're watching the video, then it's in the text below, or if it's not yet, I will be adding it shortly. And you've got, of course, power tailgate, vast boot, loads of room, power retractable shelf, so that covers the boot and lowers itself down when you close the boot itself. You can pull down the back seats with those levers there, so nice and simple. There's the storage pack on this, as you can see, with the sliding rails and the band across there. Again, full LED lights at the back, just like the front. You've got the quite cool looking twin strake LED there. Moving on to the passenger, this one's got the carbon fibre interior trim, which is a bit of a must have, and what is, you know, most people want the carbon fibre as opposed to plain gloss black or silver. Got the Bose sound system, illuminated entry sill plate, half leather half Alcantara interior, which in a performance car is what you want. You've got the rear climate control and two 12-volt sockets there. There we go, another view of the rear bench seat. Moving on to the business end, where it all goes down. This is where, under your right foot, you control that fantastic V8 RS6 entry sill plate there, power seats, Bose, power boot release, power windows, memory settings for the seats, and the carbon fibre trim. This one's also got the switchable, what they call these, blind spot assist. There you go. So that flashes orange when someone's in your blind spot. Lovely piano gloss black trim together with carbon fibre, so all this finished in lovely highly polished carbon fibre trim. Got some cup holders there. Now here we've got all the keys, which is nice to see. You've got the 3 keys, the 2 main keys, the valet key, and the code tag as well, so everything's there as it should be. Hard to find, a lot of them don't have that. Got the book pack there, you've got a full Audi service history, locking wheel nut. Last serviced from memory I think was the end of 2020, or towards the end of 2020. So that's exactly as it should be. All the tyres are great. So it literally wants for nothing, the car. It's ready to go. Drives beautifully. I've driven it myself. Got 2 tracker fobs there as well, so you can activate the tracker if you want. You've got USB ports and auxiliary ports there. This armrest slides as well, if I'm not mistaken. Or it adjusts, certainly. There you go. So you can adjust it and, you know, adjust the height and push it back down if it suits your seating position. RS6 embossed on the headrests. A sunglasses holder there, and of course you've got the controls here for the panoramic roof and the blind lights, etc. Got illuminated visors, and of course you've got the dash here where you can display, for example, your navigation, or you can go and display other things. You just use these buttons here. So if I flick that across, you're now getting on to speed, and obviously if you use a scroll button, you can then scroll down the various different sub menus within there. Same with the radio, same with the phone and the nav, etc. Although on this time with the nav, and use a scroll, it zooms in and out of the map. You've got the adaptive cruise control there, so you can control the distance from the car in front. You've got your flappy paddles, lane assist. This has got active lane assist, so the car will actively steer itself and keep itself in lane. So semi-autonomous sort of driving ability. You've got head-up display, you can adjust that here. Got heated seats, of course. You've got self-parking, so you press that. Well, let's have a look. Let's just press it again. There you go. So you can, the car will search for a spot. If you indicate right, it'll search for a spot on the right, and if you press it again, it will then search for a spot that's, I'm trying to think what it's called now. Not perpendicular park. Yeah, perpendicular parking as opposed to parallel parking. So quite handy for a large estate car that the car will park itself. Nice option to have. It's also got reverse camera and parking sensors all round. Just on this screen here, you can see we've got driver, Audi side assist, which is what I mentioned earlier, active lane assist, rest recommendation and rain sensor, pretty standard. You've also got speed limit display, so you can see the speed limit on the main screen or on the head-up display. Audi braking guard, head-up display controller, parking aid, etc. And then if we go back again, let's have a look. Servicing and checks. You can see here when your next service is due. So oil change in 6,200 miles, inspection service in 16,900 miles. Going back to the main menu, so we'll press the menu button here, and you can see there, if we go to car, the menu that I was just on earlier, but you've also got the individual dynamic, auto and comfort, so you can set up the car you want. You can raise or lower the suspension with this button. At the moment it's lowered. You can then select raise if you like. You can also select individual and then configure individual, and then you can obviously configure things like your air suspension, whether you want it in dynamic, auto or comfort whilst you're in the individual setting, the steering, the sport differential, and of course the engine sound as well. So most people obviously is going to want that dynamic. Adaptive cruise control, whether you want that dynamic, auto, comfort, etc. So individual's probably what most people want to sort of play with and then set to their own preferences, and there's loads of adjustability there to make it suitable to your particular driving requirements. Things like your media, you've got loads of different sources. If we click on the source button, you can see they've got jukebox, DVD, memory card, Bluetooth, external audio player, etc. So there's loads of different options to play back music. Radio, of course, you've got DAB, and then you can set up your music system as well. So yeah, really nice, easy to use MMI system. I particularly love this car. I think they're just a great everyday car that do everything well. You've got the power, you've got the sure-footedness of four-wheel drive, with it being the Quattro. And you've got the looks as well of the Audi RS look, which just look fantastic. Whichever way you look at them, they just look mean, aggressive. Really, really nice car. So this car, if you're interested in it, please give us a call, drop us an email or text, and we'll be happy to discuss it with you. Any questions at all, I'll try and help with, and we'll go from there. It certainly is a stunner, so I recommend you give us a call ASAP. You won't find another 2017 with this low mileage at this price. So I think it's definitely well worth grabbing as soon as you can. We do, of course, offer nationwide delivery. We offer warranty and finance packages. Simply give us a call. We'll be happy to discuss those with you. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Good night.